What's good, boys? I feel like the only thing significant today is that I got a haircut. I just got back for about a 2-mile walk, which I'm still counting right now. I really didn't want to make this video. I really didn't. I don't got no energy to. I'm tired. It's 7:45 and I've been up since 4:15 a.m. this morning. I really didn't feel like making this video, but it's been one of those days where I just haven't done nothing. I've just been sitting on my laptop, getting work done, but nothing like really moving my needle forward exponentially. Nothing that I'm like, damn, looking back at this day, I did a lot of shit. It's just been one of those days, and that is because I set my standards so high. Waking up at 4:15 a.m. is something I could only dream about when I was younger, but it's become a reality of not just a day-by-day thing, but it's something I can really do whenever I want, because I woke up at 4:15 a.m. every single solitary day for months and months on end. And it built discipline in me. I never had discipline. As a kid, I was never the one gifted with extreme work ethic. I had to create that within myself. And that 4:15 a.m. wake up is something that I crafted to give me that discipline to really wake up whenever I wanted to. So I woke up at 4:15 a.m. today. I got a work session in at this private gym that I'm coaching at. And I get home, I go for a walk with my girlfriend, I take a nap, I make some sales calls, which I closed 2 clients today, which is pretty fucking cool because it's my first day doing sales. And then I eat lunch, sit on my laptop, get some work done, get some content, get a haircut, and then I just finish up with another 45-minute walk. And although that day might seem like a year ago, bro, if you told me like that was my day-to-day basis, which it's like an average day for me, okay. If that was my day-to-day basis, you would say like, holy shit, I'm really fucking productive. But I set that standard for myself. Today doesn't really feel any different from any other day. And I really didn't feel like I really moved the needle forward because I didn't. It's just been one of those days of, mundane work. I feel like I got desensitized to the big needle movers because I'm used to taking trips to Miami, Florida and hitting these crazy adventures, or going to places like Charlotte, North Carolina, which I've shown y'all on this channel. I love just experiencing life and pushing myself out my comfort zone. And today has just been one of those days. And it feels like lately, a lot of my days have just been one of those days. So while I'm taking my walk, because I didn't work out today, it's about 110 degrees outside in Richmond, Virginia, which is where I live. Because I didn't work out today, I took a walk for about 45 minutes again. I went for 2.2 miles. And right now I'm training for a full marathon, and I was supposed to train sprints and a 5K-ish today and do some mobility work, but I didn't do that. I didn't. So it's a day that I feel like a little bit unproductive, a day where I'm kind of in this rut. And in these days, I have to remind myself that I can't expect a quantum leap every single day, meaning that I can't expect all of my outcomes just to come to me in this one specific day. It's the compounding of these good habits that I have every single day that brings me closer towards the outcome. Let me say that again. The compounding of the daily habits that I have, such as my morning routine where I hydrate myself, make my bed, I do 50 push-ups, which I post on my Instagram story every single day. I read the Quran, I meditate, I journal. I've done that morning routine every single solitary day for almost a year now. A morning routine like that, the meals that I eat in a day, staying below my caloric goal, hitting my protein target, getting what I told myself I was gonna get done yesterday, done today, and I don't feel productive today. Is it because I didn't hit my workout? Probably. But it's a really good reminder that not every day is gonna feel like you're doing something incredible. And if you think about it, right, a mentor of mine said this to me in the past. Your life is just practically just days all collapsed together. What does your day by day look like? That's your life. What do you do on a daily basis? How do you wake up? What's the first thing you do? Do you reach for your phone? Do you instantly pick up a book? Do you get started with work? Do you get a workout in? How do you end off your days? Do you scroll on TikTok, watch YouTube? And life is just compounded of all of those days mixed together, and that kind of just tells what your life will be. Another thing my mentor said, this is a different guy actually, it's actually the janitor of the place that I work at, and this is the most spiritually intelligent man I've ever spoke to. He told me, first, when you pass and on your gravestone you have your birth year and your death year, that line in between the middle, what did you do in that time? Who were you in that time? What kind of person were you? What kind of person were you? What kind of impact did you leave on that line right there in between the gravestone, between your birth year and your death year? What impact did you make? And even though I really didn't feel like I did shit today, I keep saying it, but I have to remind myself it's the compounding of these days that bring me to what my life's purpose is, which I'm 20 years old right now and I'm still trying to find meaning of that. But I truly believe that I need to leave a positive impact on others. And right now I'm doing that by coaching fitness clients. And I have a couple of elite clients that I'm coaching right now, and seeing their transformation, seeing the way that the implementation that I've put within my program on their lives has really changed things for them and help them see things in a different light and really maximize their potential, maximize their body, cut down on stubborn fat, and really achieve the goal of mental clarity, of high energy, of no brain fog, all these things that I used to struggle with. And I really feel called towards that. And it's not like I can do that in a singular day. I feel like people who perceive success as something to be overnight, it's just not true. One of the first books that I read is Atomic Habits by James Clear, and he makes this point emphasized in one of the chapters where he talks about the quantum leap, meaning that this overnight success is not overnight success. One, they're very good with their timing. But two, it's the compounding of those daily habits they have in place for weeks, months, years on end that brought them to that point where they timed it right. They had the opportunity and they just capitalized on it. That's the overnight success that you see online with these entrepreneurs, and you think, oh, they got lucky. No, they didn't. They've been doing that shit for years. They've been posting content for years. They've been in the gym for years. They've been working out for years. I know it's the same thing, but you get the point. Overnight success is not overnight success. It's the compounding of those events that leads to the quantum leap of you eventually getting the outcome that you want. And it's the mindset you have to have of, okay, even though nothing significant is gonna happen today, I have to give my best quality inputs, meaning the way I wake up, my morning routine, the way I work out, what I'm doing for work, how I fuel my body every single day. Quality inputs every single day that you put effort towards to get towards the outcome. That's how you're gonna get the outcome. And it's difficult to keep that mindset every single day. I struggle with it all the time. And I've gotten a good habit of getting in my bed, stretching before I go to sleep, and eating a tablespoon of honey because it spikes, I forgot the scientific term, but it spikes something that spikes serotonin, which releases melatonin in your system, basically helps you out with sleep. The point is that I got in this habit of right before I fall asleep, I say, thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another breath today. Thank you, God, for what you let me experience today. Thank you, God, for the people I've talked to today. I hope that, God, I hope all these people get home safe tonight. And I've gotten a habit of just repeating, I guess you would say, prayers. I've never really been, if you know me and you watch this channel, I've never really been the type to be religious. And religion was never forced on me during my childhood, and it's just something I'm recently starting to pick up and develop faith and walk closer towards God every single day. But I've gotten a habit of just thanking God before I go to sleep. And it's hard to give your all into inputs that just feel so repetitive every single day. You get so desensitized to the little things in life. Like, you go, think about this, right? When I was very, very, very deep on a cut, meaning that I limit myself to a certain calorie goal every single day, and I eat very minimally, and I try to avoid as much processed food as possible. I remember, bro, the first time that I had Steak and Shake in the longest time, I think it was 3 years or something. That Steak and Shake tasted out of this world, just because I haven't had it in so long. I've deprived my dopamine sensors of processed, let me not get into that, but I've deprived my dopamine sensors of a meal like Steak and Shake, a very fatty, dopamine heavy, meaning it's very enjoyable meal. So when I tasted that meal, when I took my first bite, like, I got so much dopamine off it. Another example, when I had my car towed from my apartment building, I made a video on that. When I had my car towed from my apartment building because I didn't have my parking pass up, I was pissed at myself. So what did I do? For 24 hours straight, I went on a fast, and 24 hours without food, without anything. I had water, but 24 hours without food. Once that 24 hours ended, the kiwi that I had when I broke that fast was a kiwi like no other. You know, it's no different from any other kiwi really, but it's because I deprived myself of the dopamine that I got from eating food on a daily basis. 3 meals a day is something I'm very grateful for, but 3 meals a day, I get so desensitized to food. So when I had food for the first time in 24 hours, just that feeling of just feeling the food, tasting the food was so rich to me. And I say this because the little things in life you get desensitized to, and you forget what it truly feels like to feel. And I go through that every single day. It's hard for me to be so grateful for where I'm at right now. I'll show you. You know, I'm in Richmond, Virginia, and this isn't a skyline view, but like, it's a very, very pretty view. I got a nice view of the highway. Luckily, there's no noise. But this is something that I used to dream about as a kid. I just got back from my walk where I went throughout the entire downtown area. And I used to always love going on walks in the city as a kid. I used to always go to walks, and I was like, holy shit, it would be so cool if I could do this on a daily basis. And now that I do it on a daily basis, it's kind of like when you have a bag of candy and you eat one piece and it's like, holy shit, this is really good. You keep eating. And you get so desensitized to the same feeling. By like the 10th piece, you're like, it's not really that good. So you get so desensitized to the little things in life. And I guess this means like something I've been talking about a lot recently is dopamine detoxing. Meaning you detox yourself from the things that you overstimulate your dopamine sensors with, such as your phone, such as YouTube, such as screens, such as maybe even going on walks or food or the kind of foods that you eat. Something that you're very overstimulated with in your dopamine sensors to the point where you really just don't enjoy it anymore. Like, I really love running, but recently it hasn't really been hitting that much. It doesn't mean I'm going to deprive myself of running because it's something I need to do, but it's something you can take a detox from and realize like this is a blessing to even live in the city, to even have a phone, to be watching this video right now and listening to my voice be on YouTube where you can get all the information in the world. So it's really a blessing in itself, and very rarely do I take the time to really be grateful for that. And again, I'm very happy that I picked up that habit of thanking God every single night for the smallest blessings in my life. But I'm working this out in my head in real time and self-analyzing why I felt this way today, from not feeling like I got any progress done to showing gratitude for the smallest things in life because I got so desensitized to it. This haircut, bro, I haven't had a haircut in so long. It's been over 2 months, and I went from a point where I was getting haircuts every single 2 weeks. When I got haircuts every single 2 weeks, it didn't really feel that fresh. It was kind of just like, okay, Ferris got another haircut. Like, this is usually how he is. But no, bro. Go on my old content. Go to even a video before this, and you see the cut that I had. The feeling that I got when I got that cut and I saw myself in the mirror, I was like, holy shit. I feel good. And I look good too, and my barber did me right. And I got so desensitized to that feeling because I went every single 2 weeks to get a haircut, but it's been 2 months. I know some people who haven't got a haircut in a year, which is insane. Personally, I can't do it. But 2 months without a haircut, and I get so much more feeling out of having this haircut right here. The tiniest things in life you take for granted. And you have to remind yourself sometimes that you're even blessed to take another breath right now. You're even blessed to have another 5 seconds in this video right now if, you know, your phone fucking blew up or something. I don't know. The point is that you have to share gratitude for every single moment, and it's not something, it's a lot easier said than done, but it's the mindset shift. Like anything, mindset, your mentality is a muscle you have to train. You have to tell it, you have to tattoo it in your subconscious mind, repeat it over and over again. Thank you, God, for the little blessings in my life. Thank you, God, for the water that I have right here. Thank you, God, for allowing me to spread this message to you right now. And just finding gratitude in those smallest things. And it's a muscle that you have to train over time and really shift your mindset towards. And once that happens, I mean, I can't tell you because it's something I'm still trying to master myself. I've been on a journey of, what's it called? Not peace of mind, of mindfulness for over a year. I've been meditating for about 2 years. Didn't really know what the hell I was doing. I still don't. But just being grounded in the present moment, being grounded with yourself, being okay with what's happening, just be observant of what's going on around you. That's what life is, bro. Instead of living every day just on autopilot, be observant of what you got in front of you. Anyways, boys, that was my Gumption talk. If this is your first time hearing my Gumption talk, it's kind of just my raw sit down talk with a camera where I just kind of talk my mind and go on with like multiple different riffs like I did in this video. But if you enjoyed watching this video, if something I said today resonated with you, I would very much appreciate if you subscribe to this channel and join me along for this journey. Shoot me with any questions on my Instagram because I answer all my DMs. But other than that, I will see y'all boys later. Peace.